We're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up exercise. I did this post where I said every one of these things is a de facto intelligence operation. And I wanted to actually go through the exercise and try to either myself or ask you guys in the chat to try to figure out what the intelligence operation is for each of these. I think that'd be a fun exercise. But let's dig into it. 9.7 for UC Berkeley to develop a cohort of Cambodian youth, and then another 2.3 for paying the media off in Cambodia. Hey, wait a second. Didn't I just talk about this on Joe Rogan? The Washington Diplomat. Breakdancing news. Diplomacy meets hip-hop as 22 artists visit the U.S. Hey, wait a second. Oh, wait. No, it's Cameroon, not Cambodia. Damn. I was hoping we were going to get Cambodian rappers, but it turns out it's just Australia, Austria, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Costa Rica, France, Greece, India, Lithuania, Madagascar, Malawi, Mexico, Mongolia, Morocco, the Philippines, North Macedonia, Congo, Senegal, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Spain, and Switzerland. I was really hoping we were going to add a rap element to this. I wonder what kind of music they listen to in Cambodia. Okay, let's get situated on the map, okay? We got the map. We are right here in Cambodia to start things out tonight. Oh. Cambodia. It's the red guy, okay? So we are talking South China Sea. We're talking just north of Vietnam, just south of Laos. Oh, Cambodian hip hop? Oh no. Oh no. 10 Cambodian hip hop and R&B acts to check out now. Oh, okay. Fascinating. I can't help myself. State Department exchange programs for music. Recruiting musicians around the world. One Beat. International music exchange that celebrates musical collaboration and social engagement. There it is. Youth engagement. One Beat balances three principles: dialogue, creation, and social engagement. Let's see, what countries are we recruiting our little music CIA assets in? Albania, Algeria, Belarus, Bolivia, Brazil, Cambodia. Oh no! Oh no! We are recruiting Cambodian rappers. Oh no! Oh no! Oh look, they only want them young. Little CIA groomers. Gotta get them young. Applicants must be willing to cross cultural and musical divides. Active in their communities. Listen, you want that State Department moolah? You want a mentor from the State Department who can help your career? Who can help your manager and your promoter get on the top 40 hot Billboard charts in Cambodia? You got to show us you're going to make a difference. We don't want up-and-coming folks who haven't made it yet. You better show us if you're going to be our, relax, don't do it. If you want to get to it, Derek Zoolander, music psyop for us. Well, you better already be active in your community so that when we tell you to do social engagement, when we tell you to call for street protests or call to take down the government, hold on a sec, I see this thing, that you already have a built-in community you're active in, to go out and do it. All right. In the meantime, so they have to be active in their communities. This could include, but is not limited to, starting a music school. Oh, incubating little students to go out and be your Valkyries. Promoting democracy through music. Promoting regime change and control by U.S. State Department-funded democratic institutions. Citizen and resident of one of 40 eligible countries, including Cambodia. Best of Lao rap. Okay, I want to see the USAID or the State Department connection to it. A musical journey like no other. Growing global community. Oh. Alumni stories. Rami Siabondi's ensemble to create a standalone plugin of Pontianak percussion. Is there a search? Let's see. Menu. Fellows? Mexico? Or look how they get you, man. Look how they get you. You'd never know. The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh, Nigerian rappers on the payroll. Resilient futures. Oh, you gotta love it. Iraq, Mexico, more from Iraq. Nigerian rappers, Mexico, Ukraine, another Nigerian rapper. Turkey, Portugal, Turkey. Okay, let's keep going back. Okay. Oh, that's 2024. I want to go back. I want to find a Cambodia one. That honestly, as soon as we find a Cambodia one, it's going to give us like an unreal insight into exactly. I have lots of other ways of getting this, but this one is fun. So we're going to start here. Colombia, the Balkans, Russia. Oh, that's interesting. 2017 abroad in Russia. Makes sense, right? Russiagate. They were fishing. A lot of people in Brazil. That's interesting. Right when we were running the op. This would be a great scoop, actually. Just trace all these Brazilians. I bet you they were all pro-Lula. I bet you all these people are pro-Lula. I bet you they were all calling Bolsonaro a threat to democracy. I bet you. I could track that down if I had time. Yeah, we've talked about the USAID sponsoring the San Isidro movement, Linda, a bunch of times. I even talked about that on Joe Rogan last week. Cambodia rights group forced to remove offensive rap song Blood Workers. Whoa, that's interesting. Whoa. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Water Baby. Cambodia rapper icons. Okay. All right, but this isn't a State Department thing, right? I want to get to the distribution, but okay, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. If I can't find a Cambodian musical artist in the next like 3 minutes here, I'm going to go to my other methods. I just want to India, Brazil. Damn, a lot in Brazil. I'm going to track down this Brazil thing. Sao Yanto. Fascinating. I'll be back. I'll be back for you, my friend. Okay. Let's look at the state of U.S. relationships with Cambodia. Over the last several decades of the 20th century, the U.S. and Cambodia established, broke off, and reestablished relations as a result of armed conflict and government changes. Full diplomatic relations were established and freely elected. 19, that's how you know we rigged it. 1993. Obama was the first to, okay, so let's see. Integrated country strategies, investment. This is all on state.gov, the State Department website. Investment climate. Okay, it's investment climate. Okay. Human rights report. Okay, all right, let's go. East Asia Summit. The U.S. is working with Cambodia to further develop its democratic institutions, our CIA assets, our State Department, our USAID assets. Human rights meaning protecting our assets. We're going to be populating these institutions that be funded by USAID. Trade, security, global health. Better managed natural resources. I.e., hey, can we manage them for you? We see you have natural resources. Need a manager? Foster economic development. Hey, we see that you have the potential to move import and export of your goods and services and your natural resources. Say, that's a nice economic output you have there. Mind if we develop it for you? And bring to justice those most responsible for serious violations of international humanitarian law. Transitional justice. We have a mutual interest in arresting the people in your country. Fascinating. What are you guys showing me? You guys showing me anything interesting in the chat? Hit me with like an alert emoji. You guys know the alert emoji? Alert. If it's like important. Hit me with one of these if it's important. But don't overuse that, or else I'm going to remember you and think, that's not really that important. Oh, here you go. Whoa. Straits FM. Hold on a sec. What's going on here? Told you. Every time. Every time. Am I wrong, by the way? Huge Kino award dub goes to Creon Levitt. That's what I'm looking for in the chat. That's that participatory democracy. I tell you, anytime we run an operation, anytime we get the music, people, okay? We learned this during the Cold War, how great this was, and then we continued it in the 90s, and just keep doubling, tripling down. Everywhere we run an op, we are poaching people from their music scene, because that's how you get to the people. Among everything else, right? Here you go. U.S. turns to music in bid to woo Cambodians. 2018, Trumpy. The Trump State Department, which he had no control over at all, like the first term. Literally my first day there, like the orientation was like, you're just a visitor. We run this joint. Don't try anything funny or we'll destroy you. That was like basically what the State Department said to incoming politicals like me. Can you guys see this all on the screen? But now we have Doge and just like the threat of just zeroing out people's salaries. It's just instilling holy fear. With U.S.-Cambodia relations at a low and Chinese influence growing, Washington is trying a new way to win hearts and minds. Cut me a fucking break. They've been doing this since the 1940s. Sponsoring a well-known Cambodian musician to sing positive songs about America. Damn. 7 years ago. Sponsoring a well-known Cambodian musicians. Pay him. Pay to play that little guitar string. He launched his Lovin' USA album in Phnom Penh on Tuesday. Bjorn Young told Reuters he was getting, of course he told Reuters, he was getting over $10,000, $13,000 from the U.S. for a concert in the Kampong Thong province. More concerts could follow if it's a success. You know how we know if it's a success. We know it's a success if they've engaged their community with the metrics. And it's so funny. When I was at State, I would get all this like peripheral email traffic about like distribution of our our little assets, YouTube videos and things like that. So listen, it's 13,000 now. 13,000 goes a long way in Cambodia. But if you do well, we can make your career. How to make it in the music industry in Cambodia. Oh, here's a lot more? Okay. Hold on a second. Rap against dictatorship turns Thai protests into video. Oh, no. No. Thailand, too. Oh, no. Rap against dictatorship 2020. Oh, this is just 10 days after the 8 days after Biden won in 2020. Rap against dictatorship. Jesus Christ, no! We're sponsoring rap in Cuba to overthrow the government. We're sponsoring rap in Thailand to overthrow the government. We're sponsoring rap in Bangladesh to overthrow the government. And again, it's protest rap, just like in Cuba. USAID is engaged in various cultural and artistic initiatives in Cambodia through direct references to funding their musical artists. Healing through art. Oh, no. 2017, USAID funded program addressing the effects of violence. Okay, so that's going to be like you're being oppressed by your police. Youth leadership. Oh, no. The front lines of the Renta riots. You got to get them young. International Youth Day. International CIA Recruitment Day. They highlighted their creative and digital talents to empower the youth. We taught them how to use Instagram and Facebook and Twitter to create hashtags to tell people where to meet up for riots that we're planning. Support for independent media. $6 million to bribe media outlets. Very nice. Very nice. I can't keep up with the chat. Rolling Stone. Universal. For mental health. Really? That's just a kickback. That's just... Okay. Well, this is not Cambodia specific, right? Cambodia. 1 second. Cambodia. No. This is something else. Okay. All right. So let me get situated with Cambodia a little bit here. Cambodia CIA World Book. Okay. Let's start with the CIA. CIA.gov. Actually, I'm not quite done with... this. Diplomatic ties between the U.S. and Cambodia have worsened during a crackdown on opponents of authoritarian leader Hun Sen, who's ruled the country for 33 years and made it one of China's closest regional allies. Okay, so anytime you see authoritarian, that means CIA's enemy. Hey, what about the comedian? Same crap as with the musicians. It's true. Zelensky, too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on satire, parody, comedy, and political subversion. That would be a separate grant search. But yeah. I mean, Zelensky was a comedian, right? Navalny, prankster comedian from Russia. The U.S. scaled back aid after the main opposition leader was arrested and his party banned ahead of a... Isn't that funny? the CIA was backing someone in the election and then they get arrested, and then we scale back aid, bribe money to punish them for arresting our puppet. I mean, imagine here, right? They tried to arrest Trump for the Russia crap, but we do it there 100 times out of 100. Meanwhile, the government accuses the U.S. of supporting opposition plots to win power. Gee, do you think? Did you read the paragraph right before where we scaled back aid after the good guy was arrested? Where do you think this money is going? It's going to people who support the opposition. And you know that because mainstream media has called the in-power government authoritarian. Another way is to do threat to democracy. And we're going to do that exercise in a minute here. Bjorn Young's music could help improve relations, okay? Hun Sen often reminds Cambodians about devastating U.S. bombing in the 1960s, 1970, then troop invasions, fear about being lost to China. Sak Isan, a spokesman for the ruling Cambodian's People Party, welcomed the music initiative as a positive sign, while also condemning the Trump administration's support of its puppet, the opposition party. We're glad that there's money coming into the country. We're sad that it's flowing to the CIA-backed puppet party. But tomatoes, tomatoes. The U.S. has dismissed accusations of Americans backing an alleged plot by opposition leader Kem Sokha, who faces treason charges. The White House said last week it was suspending Treasury, USAID, and military assistance programs because they arrested someone we're definitely not backing. We're extremely upset as a general principle that you arrested someone. Nothing to do with whether we like them or not. By the way, in Ukraine, we will threaten $1 billion in aid if you don't arrest your political opposition. But here, we're going to threaten $1 billion if you do. Do you see what's going on here? Hun Sen has challenged the U.S. to cut off aid and pointed to growing help from China. We don't need your stinking dollars. We got the renminbi. They get a third of $1 billion from China in bilateral aid, more than 7 times as much as from the U.S. Oh my gosh. China bribes them 7 times harder than we do. Most of this aid goes to big projects such as dams, roads, and power grids rather than soft power initiatives. Well, there it is. This is what I've been calling for the U.S. to do. The only way to get back on the horse is to get back into value-based diplomacy. Actually build something there and take ownership of it. But they can use it, license it out. The thing China's doing, it's a lot more ethical. Doesn't require fucking CIA psyops. Like, you're building something that actually helps the people. It's physically there. They'll be grateful that Americans built their roads, their dams, their ports, their grids. Because you built it, you can have American ownership, and you can enforce that with a military presence there if you want. But instead of, co-opting all of their universities and musicians and artists and poets and lawyers, how about you actually provide value, Okay. All right. Let's get back to what we are on the CIA World Book. Okay. Let's learn Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. It is 1.5 times the size of Pennsylvania, slightly smaller than Oklahoma. So we're dealing with tropical, rainy, monsoony, lowlands, natural resources. Uh-oh! Remember how on state.gov right now it says one of our priorities is to manage Cambodia's natural resources? What's the first natural resource? Damn, they could use a little bit more democracy, don't you think? Oil and gas. Why? Why is it always so predictable? And again, this is on CIA.gov. Oil and gas, timber, gemstones, iron ore, manganese, phosphate, hydropower potential, arable land. Okay, let's look at the population. 17 million. Wow, 500,000 more women than men. I have a strange feeling we're going to be backing women's groups in Cambodia to try to rig that vote tally, because there are 500,000 more women than men in a country of only 17 million. Do you think we're going to be pumping feminism and women's rights movement propaganda into Cambodia to get them to reject a patriarchal, authoritarian, paternalistic male government? It's a bigger audience if you target the women, especially if you make them feel oppressed. So I am betting that we're going to find a lot of women's stuff in the grant section on foreignassistance.gov, which I have pulled up. Ethnic groups, 95% Khmer, 2.4% Cham, Chinese and other. Very good, very good. Religions, 97% Buddhist, 2% Muslim. Curious if the Muslims like or don't like the current government. If they don't like the current government, you're going to see a lot of like Muslim, you're going to see a lot of pro-Muslim stuff. Median age 27. Urbanization. See, like, look at the specificity on CIA.gov. It's like they're mapping out how do we poach this demo. Mother's mean age at first birth, 23. Fascinating. Tobacco use literacy. Political parties. Cambodian's People Party, or CPP, okay. 18 parties registered to run in 2023. The Candlelight Party, so that's who we were backing, I'm sure. This is who the CIA was backing, the Candlelight Party, the main opposition party. Interesting. Diplomatic representation. Economic overview. One of the fastest growing economies. Tourism and clothing exports. Oh, we're back to Zoolander. 116 billion GDP. Credit rating. Hold on a second. Oh, remittances. Interesting. Remittances are 6% of GDP. You know why the CIA cares about remittances? Because of refugee programs. You know, I always tell you guys that refugee programs are not just about like population displacement of like Republicans. Like, why is it like Mike DeWine wants to bring in the Haitians, even though Ohio is a Republican state, and the Haitians are clearly going to be displacing Republican voters and turning the state blue or purple. Well, it's because Ohio is a military state. Huge amount of military infrastructure. DeWine is trying to build the military economy in Ohio. And when I mentioned that refugee programs, like refugees from Haiti, et cetera, coming into Springfield or wherever it is in Ohio, right? Comedians in Cambodia. Oh, there it is from Linda. Oh, no. Fascinating. Let me finish this up. Because remittances, when we bring refugees here and then give them, we pay for everything. We pay for their houses, their cars. We give them jobs. The deal is they go back and they send remittances to their network. So we basically sponsor our shadow government in their conflict zone, or we fund the narco gangs when they come over here, and we fund everything for them, and then they just send money back home to remittances. Okay? It's a way of funding a proxy war. When we bring Somali immigrants from Somalia to Minneapolis, and then we pay for their entire life, so they have all this disposable income, the deal is they take that disposable income and they send it back to those groups in Somalia that are considered to be our pro-democracy assets there. This is why the CIA pays attention to remittances on CIA.gov. You follow? Export partners, 36% to the U.S. Interesting. I guess the rest is China. Okay. All right. Well, petroleum. Okay. Cool. All right. Telecom, broadcast media. Okay, cool. Let's now get into the good stuff. Step 1, Cambodia, threat to democracy. Oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, another good place to go is the Journal of Democracy. Okay. Well, let me pop open one more here. Cambodia. This is the CIA's in-house journal. It's another good cheat sheet I've told you guys about. Okay. Teaching human rights in Cambodia. Cambodia's fading hopes. Conducting Cambodia's elections. Cambodia's transition to hegemonic authoritarianism. The UN and the Cambodian transition of government. Southeast Asia, Cambodia gang with authoritarianism. Let's do this one. January 2019. Hun Sen. Political crackdown targeting the last remaining vestiges of public opposition to the Cambodian People's Party, namely civil society groups, independent media, and political opponents. Sham elections in 2018. Anyway, you can read all this. But let's turn to these grants. Hold on a second. We're going to go to... I had already pulled this up. Okay, threats posed. Blah, 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 blah. What I want to find right now is what is our plan to fight back? Like, why are we spending $12 million on these two grants? Like, who exactly are we targeting? So to that, I'm going to go to one of the best websites in the world. We've done this exercise many times. I have it pulled up somewhere here. Where are you? Yes, foreignassistance.gov. All right, Cambodia. Right here. So let me mute this music for a second here. All right, hold on a second. All right, so you guys know foreignassistance.gov? Here, I'm just gonna. It's down right now because of the Doge dog biting. But this is the best way to find what you're looking for here. So, like for example, I click Cambodia, and you see it says $100 million obligated. So that's our foreign assistance, foreign aid. Okay. In the year 2023. So we have 170 active grants in Cambodia, $100 million obligated, 99 million, 98.47 of the 99 million is USAID. Below that, Peace Corps at less than $1 million, State Department less than $1 million. So the whole enchilada is USAID, okay? Let's see where's the money, Lebowski? Where's it going? Okay, let's just scan these. Maternal and child health, oh, interesting. The women. Feed the future, agriculture. Education, the schools. Macroeconomic foundation, okay. Civil society, USAID redacted. Oh no, get the fuck out of here. See, these ones are the most interesting, the civil society ones, because that tells you the media outlets they're funding. That tells you the universities they're funding, the student groups, the artists, the lawyers associations. And look what it says here. You guys see? USAID redacted this field in accordance with the exceptions outlined in the Foreign Aid Transparency and Accountability Act. Doesn't sound like there's a lot of transparency when you can't even tell us what you're spending the money on. Civil society. Let's pop this open and let's see what it says. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, this is good. Okay. No! Chemonics! Yes! Oh, it's too good to be true. It's Chemonics is the implementing partner. All right, let's check this out, okay? Funding civil society in Cambodia, creating our little CI assets there. Description. The objective of this contract, okay, so there's a contract from USAID to one of its implementing partners. These are like, think of it like, you know, Eric Prince and Blackwater, private military contractors. That's what these are. These are private CIA contractors, okay? The objective of this contract is to enhance the capacity and leadership of youth, including from marginalized groups such as indigenous populations, ethnic minorities, and LGBTQI, to fully participate in socio-political life. Do you understand why they're emphasizing human rights violations against protected classes there? They're angering up the youth. They're angering up the ethnic minorities there. Probably the 2% Muslims. And the LGBTQ. I bet you that the authoritarian government there is heteronormative. So that they can fully participate in political life. And they need the CIA's help to do that? What is the... CIA is not trying to, like, get them to do something, right? Win an election, destabilize the politics. No. Implementing partner, Chemonics. Oh, no. Do I have to do the thing? I think I have to do the thing, right? Here's a direct quote from the founder of Chemonics. Mr. Murphy said he started Chemonics in 1976 because, quote, I've always wanted to do two things. One, have my own CIA. And two, be helpful to people. This is USAID's top contractor, Chemonics and DAI. They're the two biggest USAID contractors. And that's the specific implementing partner to help people from marginalized communities, young people, and the LGBTQ to become more active in political life in Cambodia. Yes, we're going to give it to the contractor whose life goal was to have his own Central Intelligence Agency, which he has in the form of the CIA's contractor. Don't you love it? Activity date, they don't tell us when it starts, but it doesn't end until 2028. So these civil society groups, these CIA democratic institutions are still being funded through the grant that shall not be named. Oh, okay, 2024, 2.6 million. Government and civil society, uh-oh. We're getting them government people on payroll. Public-facing documents. Isn't that so funny? What do you mean? What do you mean public-facing documents? WTF, USAID? I thought you were a humanitarian intervention. What are you going to classify the hurricane relief funds too? Why can't you? What do you mean public-facing documents? Why isn't everything public-facing? Why is the even grant title itself redacted? What's going on here, my friend? It's too good. It's too good. 1 second, Cambodia. All right. So here's what I would expect to find. 1 second. So here's what I would expect to find if I were to really make a study of this, right? I bet you that you're going to find polling data showing that the least support for like the current in power government, like, okay, let's see, it's like LGBT Cambodia. Hold on a second. LGBT Cambodia. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these groups. Being gay and Khmer in Cambodia. 5 years ago, right, we were funding all this stuff, like 2018. How Cambodia's first all-male gay dance company. We're transing them. Being gay and Khmer in Cambodia. Okay, let's pop this open from the BBC, another USAID grantee. You guys want to watch this? Let's see why it is that these are the groups we're paying money to.
There's this idea that gay love is somehow contrary to nature, to show people that my love is real, my love is beautiful. It's a gesture of protest, it's a gesture of resistance, but it's also...
Oh, so we're trying to get the Cambodian people to protest and resist the government who's not giving us all of their oil and gas and timber and manganese. And you're funding gay dance troupes as a symbol of protest and resistance. Right? So USAID is giving the money to the groups who are doing what the CIA wants them to do. Whoa, buddy.
Also a gesture of resilience and celebration.
Resilience. Oh wait, isn't that the name of the grant series at One Beat for the State Department? Resilience Futures. You know, CIA used to be, you're in a trench coat, you look like Dick Tracy, you have a cigar, neon signs in Southeast Asia, one night in Bangkok, real gritty 1950s political subversion shit. You're meeting with a local provincial governor, Special forces are sending people out into the hillsides to recruit guerrillas. That used to be soft power influence. Now, sir, the baseline assessment reveals that gay people don't like the government. Give them bags of cash and sponsor glitzy BBC documentaries calling the first gay dance company in Cambodia the symbol of the resistance. If only we can make more people gay in Cambodia. It'll be more people to vote against the government. In fact, the more people who feel that the gays are being oppressed and want that to stop, they're also going to hate the government. So we need to make everything gay, 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 gay in Cambodia. That's how we get the oil and the gas, baby. That's how we pry them off of China, baby. That's how we take control of the South China Sea, baby. The path to liberating Cambodia is spelled LGBT. But notice how, they're not celebrating. Notice how this was teed up by British state media. It wasn't even about them being gay, really. It wasn't really about them, being great dancers. It was about them protesting the government. It's about protest and resistance. I mean, they say it in the first sentence. They don't give a flying fuck. If it turned out the gay people loved the government, we would suddenly be sponsoring heteronormativity in Cambodia. Mark my words.
Hello, my name is Bromsidan Alk. I'm 32 years old, and I am a Khmer classical dancer and choreographer, and the founder of Cambodia's first gay dance company. Khmer classical dance is an art form that's more than 1,000 years old. It was developed as a prayer and movement for rain and fertility and the prosperity that meant for an agricultural society. The common
fertility? Interesting.
Perception is that Khmer classical dance is a female art form. This is a myth that our company is working to dispel, to show that actually men have always been important players in the world of Khmer dance, but beyond men.
Interesting. So it's the female connection. Remember I said they're going after the female vote? I wonder if they're going to cross-pollinate this with women's empowerment groups that try to create sympathy with the gay groups. And so the women are going to be more incentivized to vote against the Cambodian People's Party because the women feel that the gay men are being oppressed. This is CIA logic for you.
And what we're showing also here with this company is that, we're Cambodia's first gay dance company, and coming forward to say that gay people, LGBTQ people have a place in Khmer society and contribute to Khmer society and culture as well.
Raised in the U.S., huh? Fascinating.
The gay community in America can be often a very white space. What's been happening in Cambodia is that people are adopting, this label of LGBTQ, but with that adoption comes visibility and community and power. All of a sudden it
we're becoming more and more powerful within Cambodia. Like a voting bloc? Who are you voting for? Candlelight party? Are there candlelights at these dance festivals to symbolize the support for the candlelight party?
Being gay means listening to American pop music, assuming this very consumerist nature of America.
Being gay means listening to American pop music. Oh, so it's a soft power node. The more we promote gay stuff in Cambodia, the more people are going to be pro-US instead of pro-China. Interesting.
American pop culture, it's fine, it's nice, but there has to be more than that. We don't have to look to the outside, to empower ourselves. We have.
Yes, you do, because you're getting $2.6 million in funding from the from USAID. You are looking to the outside for the money so that they can astroturf you to rise to prominence on the inside.
A responsibility to create the most open and respectful and dignified and equitable community possible.
Fascinating. Fascinating. USAID, LGBT in Cambodia. Legal and policy environment. Attitudes and perceptions. Shameful. Relationships and partnerships, that's going to be a big one. Key institutions. Capacity building. A list of assets, participating organizations. Fascinating. 1 second. Let's go to, what year was this written? What year is this? Oh, this is 2014. It's a long time ago. Still, I'm curious. Politics, political. I wanted to connect it to the Candlelight Party, but I don't know if that was around in 2014. Young Cambodians rely on the internet, blogging, social media networks such as Facebook, as they see the press is politically influenced. This is right after the Arab Spring, too. A few so-called independent media proceed to be favorable to the political opposition. Popular social media sites, social networking sites for young Cambodians include Facebook groups. So look at this. USAID is keeping its watch on popular Facebook groups, such as ROC, Cam Asian Legal and LGBT Counseling, and the Rainbow Portal website. Recommendations for media. This is USAID's recommendations for media. The Ministry of Information in Cambodia should pass regulations to protect LGBT people from discrimination and stereotyping in the media. Isn't that insane? This is USAID telling a foreign government that its Ministry of Information should pass regulations so that its assets in the country, the LGBT community, won't be stereotyped in the media. That's crazy. Training should be given to NGOs on how to address negative and false media reports about the LGBT people. Fascinating. Fascinating. I want to know about the here's what I want to know about. LGBT Cambodia Candlelight Party. That's what I want to know. Okay, Candlelight Party. Let's see. I bet you there's way disproportionate. From the Diplomat. Oh, this is one of the homepage websites for the State Department. How the Candlelight Party can restore political populism to Cambodia. So the CIA used to be backing the Cambodian National Rescue Party, but then it fell apart. This is from 2022. So they say, okay, switch to supporting the Candlelight Party. How fascinating is that? That's what this means. Political pluralism means, like, we don't just want the current party to be in power. We want there to be robust opposition. Of course, the whole point of our stabilization play is to eliminate the opposition. We only say that when we want one of the opposition parties to win, and they're saying it's the Candlelight Party in 2022, which I guess the people got arrested. Okay, upon the dissolution of the other party the CIA was backing, we should switch our allegiance, the CIA, to the Candlelight Party. Okay, Okay, Prime Minister Hun Sen. Okay, sedition, treason. Still mothballed to change his name. I want to know about the LGBT community there. That's what I want to know. One second. Sorry, I've like locked in to like finding this because I know these receipts are going to be here. I just got to find it. I just got to find it. Look at this. Voice of America. U.S. state media. Cambodian LGBT comes out of the shadows. Coming out with an assertion of unprecedented pride. As a conservative country, Cambodians have traditionally frowned upon homosexuality. And that conservative country is voting for a conservative prime minister. That can change if we can just make it more gay and they'll become less conservative. Then we can get one of our political puppets to take office. In search of lesbians. That's what Voice of America is pumping out. The OG CIA media organ. The OG CIA proprietary. Boy, if in 1948 they could see it now. In search of lesbians in Cambodia. Social media and online tools have helped change attitudes. Let's see what else they have here. Okay. If they can get the support they need. The pink economy is proving lucrative. Uh-oh. Now gay groups have formed NGOs. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's how we're pumping money into our assets. Because they're protected rights. They're a protected group. Oh, no. Oh, man. First Gay Magazine. Oh, this is too funny. So let's keep going through some of these grants here. Okay, we are in foreignassistance.gov. Hold on a second here. Boom. Okay, so that was, so Chemonics. Thank you, Chemonics, for $2.6 million on that, which doesn't look like it's going well, I should note. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back to... One second. I'm going to X out of this. Okay. All right. Rule of law and human rights. One second here. Let's go to these others. Agriculture. Jobs programs. Getting them on payroll. Health system, schools, getting their minds while they're young, natural resources, let's look at some of these others. Let's just keep going. I'm having fun. I know that we have not yet gotten to the Czech Republic. We will in like 10 minutes. Let me just look up some more grants. Are you guys having a good time? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a couple more of these grants. Then we are going to, gosh, wait, why is it, okay, here you go. We're going to a couple more of these grants. I'm going to turn some music on, then we're going to do Czech Republic for the rest of the time. Macroeconomic Foundation for Growth. Okay, so we're paying off all these private sector companies. Civil society. Okay, more control over the schools. Oh, here you go. Human rights violation, so we can get people arrested. Oh. Wait, what happened here? Civil society activity. $1 million. That's it. That's all we get to know. We're just pumping up their civil society. Let's see. Democratic culture. Wait, we missed the previous one. Okay, all right. Domestic laws and policies. So we're lobbying them to pass laws, domestic laws. Great. Great. Okay. How about this one? Oh, this one. IPEA. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's keep going. Megan, hi. New here, feeling chat FOMO? No FOMO. You don't need FOMO. You're here now. That's all that matters. Okay, let's see. Wait, did we do this one right? Yeah, I think we did. One sec. Next one. I seem doubled up. Good governance. Okay, here you go. Enabling environment for media and free flow of information. What the fuck? We love free media now, right? It's practically a crime to have free media in a country whose government we want to keep. But when we're trying to overthrow the government, we promote free and independent media. Oh, no. Wait, hold on a sec. That one's going to be really good. I'm just waiting for this to load. Hold on a second. Where's the direct administrative cost? Hold on a second. Why is it taking so long to load? Okay. Women. We're paying off all the women's groups because, you know, the reasons that I told you guys. There's 500,000 more women there. Okay, wait, there were some really good ones here that I wanted to, yeah, okay. Enabling environment for free media. Strengthen normative legal regulatory frameworks that enable free media, open information access, and freedom of expression. See, here's the thing. I support this. The problem is this don't mean shit because you know that the State Department only supports this if they want to topple the government. If they want to topple the government, we want free and open media so that opposition media can get its message out. If we like the government, we promote disinformation programs and misinformation reporting and a shutdown of the media so that opposition parties can't challenge our puppet in power. Do you understand what I'm saying? Harassment, restriction, intimidation, imprisonment, closure on sensitive issues. Support self-regulatory mechanisms as well as reforms of state-owned media. We're reforming the state-owned media. USAID changing state media programming in Cambodia. Strengthen advocacy capacity and networking. How much money? Oh, look at the implementing partner. That's actually another thing on my list was to look up the Internews. It's Internews. Internews, who you guys just saw.
Information makes money, and that's one of the, we need to follow. Disinformation makes money, and that's one of the, we need to follow that money, and we need to work with the, and particularly the global advertising industry, that a lot of those dollars go to pretty bad content. And so you can work really hard on exclusion lists or inclusion lists to sort of really try to focus ad dollars and challenge the global advertising industry all around the world to focus their ad dollars towards the good news and information, the accurate and relevant news and information.
That's the CEO of Internews. $500 million every year from USAID. Promoting censorship blacklists in the United States, in Italy, in Germany, in the UK, France. But when it's a country where they want to topple the government, that was in 2024. In a country where they want to topple the government, what will they do? Free the media. Free expression, no blacklists, no censorship. That's a human rights violation. You get it? Internews, Cambodia, just this past year. It's amazing. Okay, all right. We could spend forever just going through these 270 grants and showing all the different things, but I do want to get to the Czech Republic. I'm gonna put on what's like a good song.